Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to Endless Escalation. We're currently in the menu because this is the tutorial. Yes, we are going to be going through the tutorial because it automatically drops us in. Let's go ahead and resume where we're at. It says blue is good because you're blue, red is bad because it's not blue. We get to defend ourselves. So we go ahead and, yeah, I think that is, okay, right click to toggle auto upgrade, so we can turn that on. Buildings, we can drop out right there. I think that's going to be a defensive turret of some sort. Oh, it's a spawner. Okay. It's also triangles versus squares apparently at the moment. We have a factory. We could turn off auto upgrade, I guess. We beat the first tutorial, I guess. Continue. So what are we going to be facing in here? They are actually beating the living daylights out of our guys. There's 3 unit types: squares, triangles, and pentagons. Each one counters another and deals double damage, as shown by the arrows. Pentagons to counter triangle enemies. Okay. Oh, we can actually change the shapes that we have. That's cool. So we have scan frequency and we have defense range. You know what? We'll go ahead and increase our range there. Can we increase it multiple times? Yes, we can. We actually move these around a little bit. We do need to probably get some other way to boost our guys, though, from the look of things. I wouldn't mind having more factories. Let's go ahead and... Oh, space is pause, if we wanted to do that. That's okay. Do I need to be moving things forward? Or can I just move you back and have you deal with it that way? Yeah, let's go ahead and move back a little bit. So the range on this one, he's just going to be doing what he's doing. So we get bonus damage against this because we are using pentagons. I don't think there's a way to destroy these buildings, unfortunately. So I think we're going to go ahead and increase each scam intercepts the closest enemy bullet, or do we want to increase our range? I think we just continue. Oh, in 1 minute or less. Okay, so I think what we're wanting to do is actually get more resources, which kind of is interesting. But we'll just go through tutorials as is usually expected. So we're going to go ahead and increase our range. We're going to go ahead and increase our scan frequency. We can be boosting health if we want to. We do need more resources for this, which is going to involve murdering more enemies, I'm guessing. That, or it's going to take more time. We have auto upgrade set on the units, so that should speed things up a little bit. Can we get more? That requires resources. Okay, so the resources are at the bottom. We need 1,000 for each of those. Yuck. 10% loot from enemy defeated units. Okay, yeah. Recovers the same type of resources from defeated enemy units. So we're only getting triangles right now. Okay, from enemy defeated units, from your defeated units. So we can get resources from that. 1 lowest resource speed production. Oh, we're going to definitely need to be saving up for that. Let's go ahead and speed up a little bit. So we got that. Another victory. Continue. So the next thing it wants us to do is get the lowest... Oh, we need counters. That's going to be square, I believe. Oh, we can restart. Yeah, we'll restart. Okay. So we can go to you, get that to square. You're going to be... We should probably turn off auto upgrades, so we can actually afford useful stuff. And I need to pay attention to what the enemies are doing. You keep your upgrades and resources when you lose a level, letting you restart with stronger setup to take... Oh, okay, we can take our revenge. I think we may have been a dumbass there. And I think we still got... No, we're still on first try. I think we might want to just stick with first try. Okay, so now we can get just passive income. That should be... Per second, it's just going to generate stuff. That's perfectly fine. Can we actually increase the speed of this one? Yes, we can. It costs... Why can we not do that? I don't know why we can't... Yeah, this is very strange. I'm not entirely sure why we can't upgrade this one if we had more than enough resources for it. That doesn't make a ton of sense to me. Okay, so we need you on squares. We need the time one on that. We also need this going. And yeah, there's just too many of them for me to counter with that. I don't know what it's expecting from me. Other than maybe it wants us to use the pentagon ones with that. Or it's trying to freaking force us, which would actually be fucking stupid. if it's doing this. I hope it's not, because that's actually really shit design. I am hoping beyond all hope that it is not going to be trying to force me to take the extra iterants here. Yeah, I think it is actually going to be trying to force me to take the extra instance. That is bullshit. Fine, we'll take the revenge. Bullshit. Absolute garbage. Sure, we'll go revenge. That totally just feels like it was cheaply just trying to make us have to restart like that. That is asinine. Here, we'll just let it go up to 90 million tries while we just keep building our resources then. Yeah, I don't like it whenever games do that shit. So unit production speed up. Yeah, I don't like it whenever games force you to take a penalty just to get through them. I don't think there is actually a way for us to do anything with... Okay, now they're going to come through again. We're going to have to do it all over again. Okay, we'll go ahead, and since we get to keep our upgrades, why don't we just spend these? Because we're already at second try, so it just doesn't matter at this point. Okay, so that's the next tier on that. So we're getting plenty of resources now. Upgrading a skill increases both its individual level, blue bar, and the group level, orange bar. The skill level enhances the upgrade's effects. The group level raises the cost multiplier for all upgrades in the group. Choose your upgrades carefully. Upgrading every skill would be too expensive. Well, it's literally demanding that I upgrade each skill once. So, tough nuggets, I guess? I'm going to go for another unit production speed. And that does increase the cost of this, but that gets us more little squares. Do we care about more damage, or do we just want more dudes? We probably just want more dudes, because each of these have only been targeting one thing. We'll take some attack speed as well. Attack damage. Continue. Yeah, well, there was an achievement for getting that first try or less. I wonder if there's a skill tree in this, though. Okay, so we need you to be on that. Go for a little bit of extra damage. What upgrade do you want us to have now? Resource conversion rate. We don't really care about converting the resources right now. That doesn't really feel like something I particularly care about. I'd rather just have more resource income. Okay, and it wants us how many units your factory can support at once. So we do actually have a cap on them as well. Do we go for more life and just make them tankier? We need more guys, unfortunately. So can we... We're just going to sit on that for a minute. If we lose, we've already... Oh, we actually do have first try right now. Okay. Not that we can get out more units than them, because they actually do overwhelm us at the moment. We'll go with more health. They're slightly bigger, and we're going to just go straight for econ on this one. Loot improvements are not bad. Buildings, we could save up to build another one, but I don't think that's going to be particularly useful. I'm going to just keep increasing our defense range so we can actually move these to more useful locations. I do think just passive regen is where we want to be with this. We're already hit... Actually, we've hit kind of a stability there. I do wonder if we get to keep our stuff from stage to stage. In which case, it would be kind of useful to farm. Let's go with... Can support up to 7 units. I'm going to go ahead and get another level in that. We need to save up 1,000 to get a second one. I do think that it is persistent. So why not just sacrifice one of our early runs for later runs? And I have a feeling we are going to be getting a skill tree of some sort with this. Yes, it wants me to get that. I don't really care to have that. Fine, there. Stop flashing the little green arrow at me. So it looks like we have hit capacity on our units, and they are going to start getting through stuff. If we get 1,000 to get a second dude, I would be very, very happy. I don't think we're going to, but that's what I'm aiming for at the moment. Do we get to keep all of our resources? Yes. Oh, boss fight. Buff zones heal ally units, increase their damage while they remain inside the area. If we move this back... So we can actually drop a buff zone ourselves. I think I'd rather have a second factory, though. So now we can just get one of you. I don't know. Drag buildings to reposition them. You can do the same with factory rally points. Adjust your formation to counter your opponent's unit composition. Okay. A larger radius lets you hit multiple targets even when out... Okay. And even when outnumbered. Okay. Okay, so counter to those is square. So we're going to lose this one, I think. Yeah. But now I know what's going on here. We can pause for a second because it's that versus that. So we definitely need the squares. Wants increased attack range and 10 damage area radius. Sure, we'll take both of those just to get them to stop flashing at us. And I think we're going to go ahead... I wish there was a way to destroy enemy buildings. But there is not, I don't think. So we're going to be making squares. And do I want to build a... I should probably do the buff zone first. Just because it's going to allow me... Oh, I can choose where it goes. Cool. So healing speed, damage multiplier, zone size. So we can go... no, we're not going to go... Oh, wow. They have overwhelmed me again. How? You little shits. How are you overwhelming me? You motherfuckers. Sure, we'll revenge. So I can just stop caring about that. So now we have just the large base here that is... just not going to die to their little shit, I don't think. Go with a bigger healing speed, because that's what it wants to get to the green arrows to stop flashing at us. Do we want to go for more manufacturing speed, or do we go... I think we go for a second factory. I think we want to be building stuff up. Oddly enough. Building up our resources, and there's the boss going down. I'm not entirely sure they can stop us at all, so we might go resources instead of a factory, but second factory means we can have more income going on, so we can actually change you to... Yeah, we'll have them be different ones. I think we actually go like that. Continue. Oh, and it reset our rally point there. That is a little bit weird. We're going to go with faster reproduction speed... and bigger swarm. Bit more life. And more production speed. And more generation of resources. And do we change their type? Yeah, we'll go ahead and change their type. This can be moved forward to give them a heal. We can just kind of move it with our troops, I guess. There's more healing. Obviously, we could do the damage multipliers and the zone size. I'm going to go with a zone size on this one. Because I'd like this to be relatively large, kind of general healer. Then we can go more specialized healers in the middle. Right-click and upgrade to toggle auto-upgrade. Use it wisely. Enabling it can delay your most important yada-yadas. So we're not even going to mess with that. Okay, so that one is going to there. You are going to go to there. We have squares, so we need triangles to deal with them. And they've got... Oh, no, they've got penta things down there as well. So how are we looking on resources? Nowhere near getting either one of those, unfortunately. So we need probably more income. And we will go with production speed on you. And more life there, too. I think we need to be moving this back to get them general heals. We'll get some damage multipliers in there, too. I think we are starting to push back, at least. I do find it interesting that those are longer range than us. So we could increase that. Oh, it wants move speed. I don't actually care about move speed. Go ahead and boost some life over there. Are we looking okay on resource income? Scan frequency, we could do more intercepts, but I don't think that particularly helps us a ton. Just reduces the damage we take later on. I don't care about move speed. Let's go with more spawn speed. And more damage. Oh, they're going to win on this one, unfortunately. Do we just go revenge? I think we just go revenge. I don't really care about getting a lot of stuff. I don't know if there is a skill tree or if we're just continuing on until whatever happens. I would like to see some kind of indicator as to what we're supposed to be doing. Because we can get up to 8 units there. We can get up to 8 units. 7 units there, 7 units there. And yeah, the little guys down there at the bottom are being a bit of a pain in the ass. We do actually need to get more of a range boost to be able to deal with them. But I don't see that being really reasonable at the moment. Yeah, our guys are just ignoring them. Okay, so you get to go down there. You get to go there. Get you more bullet explosion radius to damage everything there. And I'm going to get more production speed on this guy. Okay, so they've got a large healing radius. I think we're going to go ahead and have you... Because they aren't going to damage it. Can I select you and move this, please? Thank you. Yeah, they don't attack our little buildings here. So generally, we want to just be building up blockers. We'll move that back and set up a little Mickey Mouse defense there. Yeah, we'll go with a bit more healing. What is theirs at? Size 10 meters versus our 5 meters. I think we want to get more passive income. And we're just going to get spawn speed up. I don't know if it sells me anywhere how many they're already supporting. I think they're already at max. We might need to increase their max number of units soon. But it really does feel like spawn rate and maybe attack speed versus damage is pretty much where we want to be going. Next thing's up. We're actually going to... We have a pretty good thing there. Go ahead and grab that. Continue. Our econ is boosting. Okay, so our guys are not really going into the most ideal positions. Probably need to figure out a way to split our units a little bit. Go ahead and boost econ off of enemies. And probably off of allies too. This is actually going badly for us. We do at least have healing in. We do have the counter setup going, but they're going to the wrong ones. So I guess you go there and you go there. Because this one's aiming at the top and this one's aiming at the bottom, so might as well do that. Go ahead and get some more attack range. That's it. That feels like it's mildly important at the moment because enemies are outranging us now and we're having to go outside of our little spaces for it. So let's go with a bit more attack range there. Just so they target their optimals. I think we do want to be investing in this. I think we're going to go zone first, though, and then heal up. And then we'll do healing speed. Their healing things are relatively strong, it feels like. 40 per second, 30 per second. Yeah, they have more heal per second than us going on overall. Okay, so we're going after that. It looks like we are at least holding ground now. I could go for like a damage up. And you guys go for a bit more range. I don't care about move speed. I don't want it. Can you... I hate that it's going to irritate me having that green arrow there the entire time. That's the only reason I'm picking some of these upgrades. I kind of wish they would go away after a little bit. I know that's kind of a tacky desire, but... Are the enemies upgrading at the same time as us? Go a bit of a fire rate there. Heal up. Oh, no, they're getting ground on us. No, you bastards. We need more healing. It looks like those guys are going to try and bypass it, unfortunately. And this is about to go cost up. Yeah, I think we do want to get this up to like a wild amount of healing. And just have it be kind of our Mickey Mouse defense right here. I keep calling it Mickey Mouse defense because it looks like two little ears. Let's go with a little bit more range. Yeah, that's going to be kind of expensive to keep increasing, so we're going to go for this for a little bit. 2.3, 2.1, that seems fair. Probably should get our production speed of the bottom one up. Although, at the moment, we're leaving our healing square just to get to them. So it feels like you kind of want to hit a balance at some point and just grind up early on, just so you can get more upgrades, but it does actually have the downside of... Are they improving? It doesn't look like they actually are. If they are, it's going to be these guys at the back that are getting improvements. We care about the damage multiplier in there? No, but I do care about getting a zone upgrade. Do I want more speed on this? Ooh, that's actually tempting. So we get 100% of their health there, 200% of enemy health as resources. I think that's going to be a better source of income overall, especially if we start going health here. That's set 174 if we go up on that. We're going to go ahead and get one more health there. Just so we get money from our own guys spawning. Speeding up our production is econ in this. Let's go with... We'll go up to just... We'll aim for 200 life. Yeah, this one's way higher level. We've got 2.5 over there. And I think it will auto-upgrade the last one we used. I think I want to get them kind of similar in values, though. Because I think production speed, health, and range are going to be our big ones. We do actually want higher swarms as well, just so we can kill off tougher enemies, but... So let's get this up to 2.5 first. Because we're not hitting our unit cap at the moment anyway. So it's not like it's destroying us by messing around with this a little bit. We are slowly building up towards these. We need 10,000, though, for a third factory. Which I think we kind of want. But we're going to hit the amount for another buff zone before then. Which is going to increase the price of all of these, I think. Now, I could invest in more radius. Scan frequency is not bad. You get up to 1 per second, but the enemies fire so fast that it doesn't really matter. There's a second buff zone. I think we save up for a third factory and then we go for another buff zone. And then we start getting these equalized. Because the third factory means we produce one of each unit type. That gives me the advantage of pretty much having every type of damage. And every type of tank. And then we just start boosting the radius on this. Our passive income is not bad. Currently trying to build up. We are getting income from killing for the pentagrams. Pentagons, sorry. So that's going to keep shooting up relatively nicely as we start murdering them. But they don't actually have a lot of life, I don't think. These ones right here, they have 96 life. This has 214. So the squares are the tanks. They're trying to... This should be their DPS, I'm guessing. No, about the same DPS, so it's just that one's higher level. That's interesting. Okay, we'll get the third factory. Come on, give me it. There we go. And we're going to position you there. So that is all three types. We're going to switch you over to that. Even though that's not going to be countering anything here, it's just going to get us more income having more of those guys. So we want to get up to level 2.4 on health. There, and we want to get up to 2.5 on speed. We want to get those leveled up as well. So now we'll be getting income from just them producing stuff. We want to get over 200 life on everybody? Sure, why not? Make it nice numbers. And I think we are starting to overwhelm them, so we are going to hit the point of not being able to sit here and just farm this for passive income. I think if you're wanting to do that, you're going to have to upgrade things like production speed, healing, stuff like that. More passive kind of bonuses first. They're all at 2.5, all at 2.2, 2.4 on that. So that's a quarter of a unit per second, so it's 4 seconds per unit. It would be very expensive to get that up super high. But I think we want to go up to... Over here, we want to get this first. We're not quite overwhelming them yet, so I am trying to keep that in mind. We'll go with some attack range as well. Because attack range, we probably want to get it up to about 2.5 as well. 2.5 seems to be like what we want our skill focuses on. I do find it interesting that our guys are pushing each other out of that circle. So they're basically making it worse for everybody. Okay, so we need triangles up. So we can get extra zonage on there. 7 meters. So their range is 6.54. Their range is wild. We have to keep that in mind. But they're just going to be bastards. So this is going to be probably our first forward base. Although it is worth noting right now, we are actually at the same amount of buildings as them. I think we might have been behind earlier. I am starting to get a grasp on this. I do think there is a desire to kind of linger back, if you will. That way you can build up resources. You kind of want to like sit on a level for as long as possible. That way you can first try the next one. And then yada, 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 onward, onward, onward. Do we want to increase our radius? What is the limit we can actually move stuff out there? Pretty far out there. Do we save up for another one of you? I believe so. I believe we're going to save up for a second healer. It is very tempting to go for another factory and just go like super production, because we do get econ from just building more of them. In fact, you know what? I think we're going to do that. Enemies are using the healing stuff way better than us. I think we're eventually going to hit a point where we're facing more than one enemy as well. So being able to attack in 2 different directions would be kind of handy. Question is, do we keep upgrading these to keep up with each other? Let's see. I think production speed is still king. Okay, we're going to increase... We're going to get you first. So there is number 4. We will go with you going to... I believe it's there. Yeah, we're having them all focus in on one location, in case you were curious. So I'm going to go... I believe we were agreeing on 2.4, 2.5 for the production speed. Just so we have more guys going out. I do think we eventually start overwhelming them, unfortunately. So we want to go up to 200 life. We'll get a couple extras on those. So we're sitting at 1.2 on that for everybody. And we want range. There we go. Oh, in a minute 30 or less. We didn't quite get that one. Okay, so they are 2 triangles. So to counter triangles, we need pentacles, pentagons, pentagonians. These are still only 10,000 to produce, so that's not bad. I think we are going to just go overwhelming numbers. 2 of each type, and we can arrange them kind of like this. Yeah, we'll have... Oh, that's the furthest out we can place those. Okay, so that's going to go to there. We're going to pause real quick. We got a boss fight going on. Debuff zones damage enemy units and reduce their damage while they remain inside the area. Cool. Don't really care. We're going to go there. I mean, I do care, but... We're going to go like that. Then we'll have this sitting back here doing this number. And we could do a debuff zone as well. They're sending them into their healing zones. We actually might want to move this back a little bit. We are against square and pentagrams. Pentagons. So we want triangles and squares. That means we can start setting up our other type in a little while. Okay, do we have anybody that's not doing very well here? I think we have the production quantity going. We could use some range there. And I think we start saving up for another factory so we can actually have... Oh, this guy's supposed to be a square. There you go. So we have basically a nasty debuff zone to the north, but I think we just win because they've just kind of punched through the middle. We'll just save our resources. Continue. We've got triples. Okay, this is fine. 1 of each element. Think we're actually fine to just let them shove through. Do we bother increasing the radius yet? No, we're going to go for 1 more factory first. Because factories give us money. Could invest in that as well. That's going to start getting expensive, but I think we care more about unit production turning into resources than we necessarily care about getting the percent values up. You go there, and we'll go 2.5 there and 2.5 there. There we go. Now we have the swarm. Also, get 2 of that. Do we care about the attack range on them? A little bit. I think attack range is pretty important. We have that at 2.2, 2.3 on all of them, so that's good. And then we start getting the econ probably next again. Because now we have at least one of each element. We have a heal going through. So we go ahead and start investing in that. So whenever our units die, we get their resources. Whenever enemy units die, we get their resources. So yeah, getting income from these is vital. And really, what you should probably do, now I'm stopping and actually thinking about it, get a stable encounter and just sit there and increase your econ. Because that's not going to make you kill faster. It's not going to make the enemies die faster. So you're going to be able to just sit there and farm as much as you want. So early econ, king. Don't know how long you want to sit there waiting for it, but... So we're over 1,000% on them. We'd like to get over 1,000% on our own, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But if you look at our econ going there, it's going. It be chugging. So we could give up an early star to just get more resources from all the enemies. Okay, so it's that and 2 triangles. I don't really care. We are kind of at the point where it doesn't really matter. We do have a nice little bit of passive income, but killing things is way more. We produce enough units to overwhelm pretty much anything we can think of here. Okay, so they're up to 100,000 on those, which kind of sucks a little bit, but, I mean, we overwhelm in numbers right now. And these are actually semi-affordable because we're getting enough to upgrade them anytime we lose freaking triangle, I think. Yeah, we're going to go big radius on this one. It's going to be kind of our centralized base of healing. I do think we just overwhelmed them here, sadly. The 15,000 for that, 5,000 there. Do we need to up these at all? They're not terribly expensive now. I think we're going to go to 2.5 on each of our important ones. Although, we can respec. Research spending will be, yeah, respec this category. We'll go 2.5. Actually, yeah, we're going to respec again. So 2.5. 2.5. And we'll go to 2.5 there. That's going to be our base. So we actually have decent range on everybody. I'm not going for all 3 stars at the moment. We could try them again to get the stars, but right now I want to get everything at a specific base. Hopefully we don't immediately lose because we're respecing in the middle of getting overwhelmed. I think we'll actually be fine. Okay, so we are actually getting overwhelmed. What do we have as far as enemies go? Square and pentacle. So we'll put that back over there to triangle. And we're going to actually go for a bit more damage on these, I think. No, we'll go attack rate. So those can go up to 8 units. This will get respec'd in just a minute. We're going to go getting money back from our own units first. Do we care about... We don't care about the passive income. And then we up you. Keep going with them. I think we can still get it. Let's go ahead and move this back a little bit. And we'll go for better healing and more econ. There we go. As soon as we leave our healing spot, we're kind of boned, but this gives us the opportunity to respec these guys and get them to where we want, which is 1.5 attack speed. Respec you, so it's 2.5. 1, 2, then 2.5, then 1.5, and then 2.5. Just get everybody up exactly where we want them. Respec you. Why do I feel compelled to have them all be at the same one? It's just sanity for me. I prefer it being that way. Okay, you guys are doing okay. We are getting plenty of resources from these, at least. We are about to be able to afford another production unit, funnily enough, which I think would make us go over the top. But right now, I think we're static. So this would be the time to be investing in, let's go up to, I think probably like 5,000%. But all possible on both ours and theirs. Just to get our income going completely bonkers. Don't boost anything else. We'll go ahead and, actually, we'll boost our radius as well. Now they're within our radius. We could also increase scan frequency if we wanted to. But now we should be getting decent amounts of income. Do I really care about the transfer rates? Not really. I mean, obviously we're sitting at 1 million of 2 different resources, but we need more triangles. Unfortunately, enemies are not providing us triangles. I do notice that recovering resources from our own units is more expensive than recovering it from enemy units. So we're going for giving up some of the rewards from this one in exchange for having way better econ later. I wish I would have thought of that near the freaking beginning. I do find kind of games like this kind of interesting. We will eventually probably be doing, because in the Steam page, they actually do show multiple directional fights. So getting the econ early, I think, is important. Would not mind starting over from the beginning as well. Just to get everything flowing smoothly and get as many stars as possible. That's the second playthrough. That's second playthrough challenges, not first playthrough. We'll go one more increase in the zone, and then I think the rest of these that we actually want to invest in are going to be healing. We'll take a little bit of extra damage. Yes, I did stop investing in econ right now. But yeah, each of our guys that dies gives us about 5,000. Each of one of theirs that dies gives us, yeah, over 10,000. Going for more scan speed? Nah. We actually want our units to die. We want to be kind of just in a standoff against most of these enemies. Okay, how much does it cost to convert? How much do you cost to actually get up to 100? Okay. So that's like, that should be 50%. So if we want to convert, we can convert squares to triangles or pentagons to squares. Okay, so that's triangles. Okay, that's so weird thing. Okay. So if we want to convert this to triangles, or we could do this, which gets us enough for yet another factory. which we are going to switch over to pentagons. 5. We'll do 2 on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll do rate of speed, I think it was 1.5, and then we had 2.5 here. If I remember correctly. Yes, we did. So you get to change to that as well. We're going to boost the quantity we can have up a little bit so we can actually kind of get overwhelming. We'll go up to 1.6 on everybody. We have plenty of income now. We're going to go ahead and get it so that if our units die, we get more resources from them. Yeah, 4,000%. So each one of ours dying. I wouldn't mind getting each of our deaths up over 10,000 each. And yes, I did switch these over to pentagons just for that reason. Just so we weren't just completely overwhelming them. We are still going to overwhelm them. But do we go for another factory or do we go for another buff zone? I want to get ours over 10,000. I don't think we're going to get that before the end of this stage. Because, yeah, we've kind of reached the point where our units aren't even dying, so I can't see. Okay, we're at about 9,000 for our own units. Okay, so there's our swarm. They've got one of each element, and they're relatively strong versions, but we have a decay zone there. That's actually good for us. Although they are outnumbering us now. Do we go for more health? Possibly. Or we could go more production speed. Just basically drop our... Yeah, we could just do this. Just have it overlap the entire zone and just rely on the healing from that. There we go. We overwhelmed them. Now we can just move this back. So they'll probably never get through us. But now we can start farming up even more resource things. I want to get ours over 10,000. Oh, ours went down. What? It's only 7,600 now. We'll convert you guys into that. Convert that into it as well. Yeah, ours went down. Did our life totals go down or something? I don't think so. Let's go up to 3 on that. Or 2.10. I still don't know the leveling factors in this. Oh, I see what it is. It's the little pips on the right. So we'll go up to 3.1 on everybody. I see what they're doing now. We just have overwhelming numbers. So I am going to get myself... I'm going to get another buff zone, I think, is probably going to be our next big purchase. They've got a healer there. They're basically doing the same strategy over and over again, which is fine by me. I'm not really scared of this. So we'll get you. Okay, so yeah, we're getting over 10,000 on all of them now. That's where we want to be. Do we go for more range? Do we go for more units? I think we go for an upgrade to 2 on that. You need to be at 2. There you go. Just so we can have more max units. We do need some more production as well. So we'll go to 3s. We're eventually going to hit a wall on these where we should have actually switched back to econ. But right now, I don't think it's going to punish us just yet. And the damage buff from that, I think, is probably going to be multiplicative with the other things we can do. So we want to be going... I'm going to just keep those going up. We'll do one more there to get that up to 7. We'll get this up to 9 next. And yeah, it's at the point where our econ upgrades are more expensive than buying a building. So I do need to keep that in mind. These are only 100,000 each. Do we actually... I think we go... We get a buff zone first. And we start leveling this one up. What range do we have on that one? 2.2, 1.4, 2.4. I think we're going to go 2.4 first. Then we'll get this leveled up to like 2.2. And we put it all the way over on this other side. I have logic in this. And we are going to set up a second group of these, but have them have absolutely fuck all stats for now. Because I am kind of in the situation of thinking, okay, we're going to be facing off against... We're going to go ahead and just line these up all nice and pretty. Put there. Why? Because we can make it symmetrical-ish. Probably been bugging a few people for a while. Something like that. They do have physics with each other, which is a little bit disconcerting. And I will adjust where the arrows are going in just a moment. Kind of wish there was just a snap to grid option. They might already be doing that. I'm just not noticing it. Or it might not be like a terribly strong effect. Yeah, so all those are going in there. You go there. We want to go 3 back from it, so it looks pretty. It's going to be about there, I believe, roughly. It's closer to 4. But I do think it is just right behind this. Then we go like that. Change you to a square. Gotten a lot of resources, so we're just going to go ahead and dump them into that first. Do we care about passive? Nope. Instead, we're saving up for more squares. I think we'll take them from... Oh, we need more triangles. We need to take them from squares. And now we have 2 of you guys. If we get attacked from 2 sides, we'll be prepared beforehand. Yeah, the little guys are going to change the momentum of these, but just by having them... Are these really inverted? Oh, that's... I was doing it wrong. So we need to do that from pentagons. That gets us yet another little guy. Yes, I am literally using this as the econ stage. Yeah, we have triangles second, and then we have pentagons last. These are... a million each is still not bad. They do have 1 of each element, so we're getting chunks. We could boost the amount enemies give us. But those upgrades do be getting expansive. Okay, so we've ground econ there. I want to see a speed run of this. Just where somebody's actually optimized it, where you're getting just the right amount of resources each. Oh, lordy. Okay, so we're building up there. We're actually building up way faster on square and pentagons than we are on triangles, oddly enough, and I don't know why. I don't know what's causing it. Is it because we're losing more in those or what? Those are upgraded to wherever I need them for now. But as you can see, our triangle income is just way lower. If we speed this up, I don't think we ever get like a massive advantage. We could just sit here and do this number. Get it to there, park that on there. Just have little dudes coming in. I do think we are going to probably get an overwhelming advantage before. Oh, 10 million for the next one? That might be a little bit more of a trouble. But we do at least have unit econ working for... Oh, are we actually losing ground now? No, we're not. It felt like we were losing ground there for a second. Do I want to bump their life up and just not their... We could do their life and production speed and just not do their damage. But we are absolutely in a bit of a stalemate here. There we go. I don't think we're going to hit 10 million very quickly. That is a hell of a noise, too. Do we ever care about debuff zones? Eventually we will. What I'll probably want to do is have the heal zone here and then debuff zone there and have them be kind of organized in this manner. And then we'll have it probably 4 directions by the end. Just to make things a little bit more reasonable. I do think we save up for one more factory and then start investing in these guys. Which just means we're going to end up overwhelming the enemies. I don't know how far the demo goes, but I do want to be prepared to go for the long haul. Because that's how we play around here. We go for the long haul. Go for the cheese. Okay, so there's our next one. To there. This one gets to be a triangle. And now we start investing in these. So we want to go, I believe it is 3.1 and 3.1. On those. We're going to do that on all of them. Just because that works out better for us. And we'll get the quantity upgraded later. Because we don't really care about these being overwhelming numbers right now. Care about them being good resources. Continue. Ooh, it's a boss. Oh, we did that just in time. What are you? Magnetic fields push enemy bullets away from their center, curving their trajectory. Okay, so this is just wanted, I guess. We don't particularly care about the rest of this stuff. Okay, so we can just overwhelm that a little bit. The one on the right is going down. And then they're all going to come over here and give a hand. So you guys are at 2.1 on the quantities. Yeah, we're focusing more on just getting the upgrades symmetric than actually worrying about the enemy at this point. Because we spent that level grinding. So now we're going to be kind of squared away for several levels. This is multi-face fights. Okay, for the next thing, continue. Oh. Continue. Oh, we can only go up to that point. Well, that... I can see that. I wouldn't mind trying to go through and get 3 stars on all of these, but I think we did okay for our first blind try. Kind of wish there was an endless fight that would just constantly be like popping in new ones as each one dies. as a sort of just challenge mode. Hopefully there's something like that in the final game. That way you're constantly trying to upgrade, and it could be on a timer. That way you have to keep building up. You can't just sit there and grind on one boss. That would actually be a good way to challenge it. And also would be nice if there was a constant resource boost just based on stage, but that would make the endless mode more viable if there is an endless mode. But so far, I actually enjoyed that. It was pretty just simple and cathartic. Only 3 stages in the demo, could probably have been done quite a bit faster. I was grinding because I was anticipating a 3rd color joining in before the end of the demo, because that's what's on the Steam page. So we'll see how it turns out. I'm looking forward to this game. I might reach out for a press key, or if they want to reach out to me, that's awesome too. I don't know. But keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath, and I'll see you guys next time.